Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today let's go over a Leetcode medium question that I just solved on my own. So I struggled with this for quite a while, but today I was able to make some observations and solve it on my own without any assistance. So I'm really happy about this. I wasn't expecting to solve it this late, but I guess we'll still go over it. So again, something just clicked and I was able to do it on my own. So basically, the ask is pretty simple. You just want to find pairs and then maximize the values plus the difference between the left and the right index. So we have an answer, and what I was doing before is just a simple double loop, right? So answer is max of answer, values of I, because j has to be bigger than I, plus values of j, plus I minus j, exactly as it says here. And then you just return answer at the end. So this is the most intuitive way to do it, but it's going to time out. So I made some observations, and basically what you want to do is let it time out. Okay, cool. So you want to get the value minus the index. So basically, if you look at this, we have the index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So subtracting, and then let's add the current index because we want to get the difference between the two indices. So this plus this minus this. So if you go ahead and do the math, so basically 8 minus 0, and then let's say plus 6 minus 4 minus 3. And so that just gives you 11, right? So you want to actually minus 1 from the index. So again, for I, V, and enumerate values. And again, it took me quite a bit of playing around to find this, but basically we want to append the value minus the index, right? And let's print current. So cool. So 8 plus 3 is 11. And now, because again, this is for the current index, we have to look at everything to the right. So for example, for here, it would be 1 minus 1 plus 5 minus 2. That's obviously not the biggest, which is 11. But let's go over values again. And if you notice something, then we're just going to, we have to add the values, right? So whatever maximum value we get, we have to subtract the current index from, because we already did that for the other pairs to the right, right? So we're only looking at current, everything to the right. And then we're looking at the current minus the current index versus whatever you have here minus the index that was already done to the right. So basically now answer is maximum of answer, and it's just going to be values of I plus max of current of I plus 1 to the n, everything to the right, because the index is already subtracted from these values to get these numbers. And then you want to add, you want to subtract I again, because we haven't done it for the current index. We're just looking at the value strictly, right? So in this case, 8 minus 0 is 8, but in this case, you would say 1 minus 1 is 0, right? Because where values I is this. So then at the end, you can just return the answer. Let's do this. Okay, so plus maximum. So let's do minus 1, because in the last iteration, this list is going to be empty. So again, this minus the value, and we're doing that because here we want to subtract the indexes, right? So we're subtracting the current index, and that's already, the work has been done there. So again, let's run this. And let's see. This thing is slow these days, even though I paid for premium. Okay, so I guess not in this case. I guess it's this minus I plus this. Nope. Okay, what's going on here? Let's see. So 3 plus 3 Oh, so I guess we want to add I, because here, for example, so we've already subtracted I, but here we want to add I. So values I plus I, and then values j minus j. If you think about it like that, sorry, I was misreading the question. That's a little easier. So let's submit this. Okay, so this is going to time out because this is n by itself. Okay, come on now. Okay, so now instead of doing this, let's just keep a sorted list of current. So right, so we from the beginning, and then let's just discard values of I plus I, and then because this is already sorted from left to right like this, then we know the last one is the biggest. So just plus SL -1, and we're going up to -1, so we're going up to the second to last, so there's always going to be one element to the right. And submit it. What the heck? Okay. Minus I. Let's use this test case. And the reason we're doing minus I is because that's what we did here. We want to discard it, but we want to add I again because of this formula plus j minus. So submit it. And there you go. Passes all test cases. So again, it's not the most efficient, but I did struggle through this one on my own and come up with my own solution. So I'm pretty happy about this. So yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for more.